Hello again, and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano, and thank you for joining me again on this a little bit less than beautiful Wednesday afternoon. That's okay. It's perfect. It's the type of weather that we expect to have for this time of year. It is almost December. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I'm sure this time of year is a little bit more involvement, we'll call it, than the rest of the year. But that's okay. That's okay. So let's get right started with today's topic. And yesterday we did going to sleep, which is awesome because everybody, either if you struggle with sleep or if you are a great sleeper, there is points and times where you are struggling a little bit to get to sleep, to stay asleep, to do all that stuff. And we talked about that yesterday. So today, what I wanted to do is talk about waking up, the opposite end of the spectrum of going to sleep. And waking up can be one of the most difficult tasks of the day. It is difficult for the best of us, even, those early morning risers, the early birds, if you will. A lot of times, sometimes, even people that wake up all the time, have trouble waking up, stuff happens, life happens. And for me personally, I have a weird work schedule. So for me, I switch from days to nights every 2 weeks. So I'm trying to constantly think of new things to help me go to sleep and to wake up in the morning because I'm in different schedules all the time. So with that, let's get right into it. Today, I've got a couple tips for you that help me with waking up, and they really help me, especially over the last little bit with going back to work, with everything kind of opening up again. It's really good to get. It's funny how much you don't realize that you love being away from life, work, all that stuff. So with that, tip number one, I found that for me is more beneficial than everything, has a lot to do with the alarm clock. So right away, I guess we could go like tip 1AA or 1.1. Move the alarm clock away from you. You know what I mean? So like take it and move it on top of your dresser in the other room. I've heard of people doing. There's something that you can buy that's a flying alarm clock that just flies around the room all the time while going off. I don't know how good that would go over for you, but that is one suggestion that I know that helps me more than anything, is to move the alarm clock somewhere where it's not convenient that you can just roll over and slap it down and then go back to bed. Another thing to do is to try and not, so the 1B to that is to try and wake up on the first alarm. Maybe one snooze, but try not to go any more than that, because when you start snoozing, you're throwing your body all off of whack already by waking up out of the sleep. And you want to make the transition from sleep to awake as easy as possible. And when you start snoozing, when you keep snoozing, and when you don't wake up right when you're supposed to wake up, it just confuses your body, confuses your mind, and that's where you get the really groggy feeling. That's where you get not feeling awake. You get really tired really easily, and you're a little bit less than excited to be awake at that current moment. So those two things have actually really helped me, moving the alarm clock away and getting up on the first ring, maybe one snooze, but nothing else after that. That's really going to help you. It's really going to help your brain and your body know that when you want to wake up, when the alarm sounds, you're up. You're not trying to go back to sleep. You're not, 20 more minutes, 30 more minutes, 3 more snoozes, this, that, blah, blah. Your body knows that right when that alarm clock goes up, maybe one snooze, but other than that, you're up. And once you start, yesterday we talked about a routine going into bed, and that's really what you want to do when you're waking up also, is you want to get into that routine. You want to get into a set time that you get up, give or take, you know what I mean? You want to make it as around the same time as possible every day. Myself, every 2 weeks my schedule switches, so it's really difficult for me, especially the first couple days through the shift change, but Again, what I try to do is get myself into a routine as quick as possible. And then that way my brain, my body knows that I'm going to bed at this time and I'm waking up at this time-ish, give or take. Those two things right off the bat have helped me very much. I find myself having more energy in the morning and not really feeling so groggy. Especially helpful this time of year when it's really it's chillier out in Canada. It's chillier out now, so you really don't want to wake up. You want to just be in bed under the blankets. It's super cold when you get out of the blankets, and you're like, ah. So those things have helped me. Right, number 2 is a little bit of exercise. So what you want to do, if you can, more than anything, is wake up and just get the heart rate moving. I'm not talking going to the gym, pumping weights, doing the bench press and the curls and the 100 pounds, with the one arm. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking just a quick, get your heart rate up. Even just, wake up in the morning, do like 10 push-ups, a couple sit-ups. Even just jogging on the spot, to help. All you want to do is get the blood flow going, get the heart rate pumping. And what that does more than anything is it just wakes you up right away. It automatically wakes you up because now your body's doing more than just trying to wake up. It's your heart's pumping, you're sweating, you're getting everything, your electrolytes are going, and all that stuff is happening in all at once. And that's where you kind of get that jolt to wake up because your brain's kind of on overload going, you were sleeping 10 minutes ago, now all of a sudden you're awake, you're moving, you're this, that, blah, blah, and your brain starts to get going. And when that happens, that's how you automatically wake up. With that, this whole other exercise thing, you want to make sure that you're eating. If you do go the exercise in the morning route, make sure that you have something to eat after, something hearty and healthy. Perhaps some oatmeal, maybe a couple bananas, peanut butter, stuff like that. Just some stuff to have in your system so that your body's not eating itself. Because that's what happens. When you get hungry, your body starts eating itself. That's a topic for a whole nother day. So a little bit of exercise when you get up. So tip number 1 is to move your alarm clock. Tip number 1A is to move your alarm clock. 1B is to get up on the first alarm. Tip number 2 is to get a little bit of exercise. You want to try and get that heart rate going. With that, I could even go tip number 3, wash your face. Washing your face, putting water right on your face, the whole lathering motion. That's really an awesome way that I find helps me more than anything. With Tina, I can't always do a lot of stuff in the morning because she's still sleeping and I get up super early anyways. So you just got to kind of be creative. Washing your face is a huge thing, especially with the cold water. Again, shocks your body into waking up. I've heard people talk about cold showers. I don't do that. I can't stand a cold shower. If you can do that, if you can stand that, feel free. Definitely let me know how that works for you. I would love to hear it. I'm probably not going to do that myself. I know Tina's tried that a little bit. But that's next level to take an ice cold shower first thing in the morning. If you can do it, all the power to you. I probably won't be doing that. And then tip number 3 for me, what's helped me more than anything is essential oils. I love the way that the essential oils just kind of aid in all of the process that you're doing. So if you're doing the alarm clock and the wake up, you definitely get some wake up oils. If you're doing the exercise, definitely some oils to help with your aches and pains and all that stuff. Facial oils for your face. There's all sorts of stuff that you could do it. But a few of my favorite are actually, this one has become one of my staples, is lemon eucalyptus. It's a citrus oil as well as a blend with eucalyptus. And it's actually, I believe it's part of the eucalyptus plant or tree, whatever that is. And it actually creates the lemon eucalyptus oil. It's not a blend that doTERRA made. It's actually an oil that comes with it. And when you smell it, you get sort of a citrusy eucalyptus, which to me is amazing. Don't eat it or drink it because eucalyptus is poisonous, but to me is amazing. I love the way that this sort of kicks you in the face right up off the bat, and it allows you to just sort of, you can't help but feel uplifted, energetic, and ready to go once you smell this oil. I love putting a couple drops on my collar. Again, it's lemon, citrus, so watch out with sun sensitivity, photosensitivity. That's the word I'm looking for. Try not to put it on anywhere where your skin is exposed to the sun. It will cause burns. So I like to put it on the collar of my shirt. Even I like to put a drop on the outside of my mask. Try not to don't put it on the inside because you don't want to be eating eucalyptus, but on the outside is fine because you're just getting those aromatic benefits all day. Another way you could do, you could also do it on the bottoms of your feet. If you're familiar at all with reflexology, all of your organs are connected through the bottoms of your feet. So if you want to put this on and you're going out in the sun, but you still want the benefits of it, bottoms of your feet all day. Another one that I've actually fallen in love with, and over the past little bit has been kind of funny, is basil. And so everywhere I go, everybody says that I either smell like pizza or spaghetti, because this has become my new favorite oil. And it's actually, basil itself is actually a natural stimulant. So, what are you trying to do when you wake up? You want to be stimulated. You want to get up. You want to be present. You want to be uplifted. That's where basil comes in. You don't have to worry about photosensitivity with this one. So what I like to do is just a drop in my hand, more than anything, just like that. Drop in the hand, rub it, and just have your own portable diffuser. See, and I like the smell of it too. Like, to me, it doesn't smell. Obviously, it smells like a herb because it's basil. And then you put the rest on the back of your neck here because the back of your neck is the quickest way into into your brain. So it's actually a better way to, or not a better, a companion way. That's the word I'm looking for to actually get the benefits. Another way to use basil, and actually one of the ways that I've started to love, is to a little bit in your hand, put your thumb in there, and then on the top of your mouth, and that gets it right into your olfactory system, and that's the nerve that goes right into your brain. So that's actually the easiest way to get the most benefits out of that oil. So this one has actually become a favorite of mine. Again, drop really anywhere you want it because you don't have to worry about photosensitivity. And then last but not least is Balance. Balance is doTERRA's grounding blend. It's a mixture of oils that all help with calming, grounding, soothing, all sorts of that stuff. Now, the reason this is beneficial for the morning is because when you wake up, you're all, I don't know, I get like this sometimes, and I'm sure that a lot of you do too, because you're just in the morning, you get kind of anxious, kind of stressed out a little bit. You kind of, okay, I gotta do this, and I gotta do that, and then I gotta go this place, and I gotta do this place, and I have this and that, and then blah, 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 blah. That's where Balance comes in. Balance is amazing. I love this oil in the morning. I put a few drops on the bottom of my feet. I love putting it on the bottom of my feet because it helps all of my organs in my body to stay calm and grounded. I also don't mind putting it in my hands with the diffuser like that, portable diffuser. That's what your hands are. I love it. And that oil is actually Balance is a great combination companion with the uplifting and invigorating oils. You get a calming and grounding oil and just kind of balance yourself out. And to me, I love it. Those three are really a savior for me. I also love peppermint too. Peppermint's great because it just kicks you in the face. But I feel like I talk about peppermint all the time. So I wanted to give you guys a few different oils. That's all I got for you for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. My 3 tips for helping you wake up are: number 1A is, actually I think I had 4 tips. Number 1A is to move your alarm clock further away from where you sleep. 1B would be to wake up on the first alarm, maybe 1 snooze. Number 2 is to get a little bit of exercise, get that heart rate pumping when you wake up. That'll be the best way for you to get up to be awake in the morning. Number 3 was to do a little bit of a face wash, perhaps a cold shower. And number 4 is to try essential oils. Essential oils are great for uplifting, invigorating, calming, grounding, whatever you need, whatever the mood you're looking for. That's what essential oils work with. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys have been awesome. I love you guys. Feel free to share this. I hope you found some value in this. Feel free to share this if you did with your friends, a family member, perhaps a teammate that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of these cool things that I'm talking about, some of the free stuff that we give away over here, definitely drop a comment, send us a message, and we'll reach out to you and get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much again. You guys have an awesome Wednesday, and I look forward to talking to you again. Bye for now.